Hello and welcome to Odoo Essentials. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to delegate tasks. You can do this between users or perhaps between teams. Now let's imagine you have one main team manager who needs to split the tasks between the team members. You can easily do this in Odoo. We use the concept of subtasks in order to delegate and split responsibilities. So let's see this now in the project app. So here we are on our main Odoo dashboard. We're going to go ahead and enter our project application. Now we'll go into Configuration, Settings. We're going to activate a couple of things here, subtasks and task logs. Now task logs allow you to say that you spent a certain amount of time on a specific task. So this is a really cool feature that we have. And if you haven't already activated the settings like I have, go ahead and do so and click on Save before you move forward. Now we'll go into Projects. I've already created a new project here called Custom Developments. Now I know that this project is meant for one specific customer and I would like to be sure that all of my tasks are linked to them. So I'm going to go ahead and enter the settings of my project by clicking on these three little dots, Edit, and I'm going to add the customer to the project itself. And I do so simply by going to this field, Customer, clicking on the one, and Save. Now I have a couple of other options here as well. I can change what I would like my tasks to be called. I can say that they're called something else, maybe inquiries, or perhaps tickets, for example. I can also say that I would like to allow timesheets on this project, or maybe not. I can change my project manager, edit the privacy. I can add an analytic account for the project or perhaps for the project with the customer. And I can also create a subtask project. Now, by default, all of your subtasks will go into the main project. However, if you would like to organize your information differently, you can create a new project here. And you can do so. Let me show you right now. I'm going to click on Edit. If I remove this, I can create one on the fly, just fill in your information. Now, keep in mind that this creates an entirely new project. So it's not a project within your project. It's another one where all of your subtasks will be redirected. So it depends on how you would like to organize your information. But personally, I would like them to remain in the same project. So I will click on Save. I'm going to go to my projects. I see right here that Azure Interior, my customer, has been added to the entire project. I will enter the project and create my first task. I do so simply by clicking on Create. I'm going to call my first one Improve CRM App. Click on Add. Now let's go into our task. We're going to see a couple of new things now that we've added those settings in our configuration. We're going to see a subtasks button here in the top right, and we also see a timesheets page. So let's go there now. I'm going to click on Edit, and I'm going to give this task some planned hours. I'm going to say that it's going to take me 50 hours to complete this task to improve the CRM app. I'll save. Now I see a progress bar right here. This will go up as I add some time to this task, so as I timesheet. Right now, I see that I've spent 0 hours on this project. I have 50 remaining, so I need to do some work on this. So I'll go to Edit, click on Add a Line. I'm going to say today I did some basic research and it took me 3 hours. I'm going to go ahead and save that. Now my progress has changed. Now I've completed 6% of my planned hours. Here I see that I've spent 3 hours on this and I have 47 remaining. Now let's say I need to do some more work on this task, but I don't want to do everything myself. I need some help from one of my coworkers. I can create a subtask and assign it to him. So to do that, I'll go back to my subtask button and I'll create a new one. And so automatically you will have a new task that has the main task name, a colon, so a double point, and then you can create your subtask name. So I'm going to call mine Bug Fix for Leads. I'll add this, but something I forgot to do here, and I'll go into the task, is assign it to my colleague. So I'm just going to edit this, assign it to Eric, who's going to be working on it. Now, once Eric is done, let's say that he spent 2 hours on it. So I'll go ahead and say 2 hours. I'll say that Eric did this today as well. He's really efficient. And he just did a bug fix. Now we'll save this. Now note that I don't have any planned hours, for this subtask. So I don't see any progress here in my progress bar. And if I look down here, I do see the 2 hours spent. But since I didn't have any hours planned, it says -2. But this information does affect the parent task. So let's look at that now. We just go up here to the top right, click on parent task, and we'll go back to our timesheets. Now, we see that our progress bar has changed. It's now 10% rather than the 6 that it was before. We can see that we spent 3 hours that we logged on the main task, and we can also see our subtask hours right here, which is 2. Our total hours are 5, and thus 45 hours are remaining. So this is super cool, super easy, very convenient for you. So if you would like to see all of your subtasks for this one particular task, of course, you can see them by clicking on this button. Now, there's another way to filter your tasks from the main task overview. I'm going to go back to my main task overview by following my breadcrumbs here. Now, I will see all of my tasks in the different stages here. Now, if I would like to filter specifically on this page, I can do so by going to Filters and adding a custom filter. So let's say I would like to only see my subtasks. I can do so by going to parent task, for example. Now, there are multiple ways, of course, of finding different pieces of information. But since our subtasks are the one that have parent tasks, we'll say that our parent task is set, and we will apply it. You see that now I only have the subtask in view. So that's something that's also very convenient for you. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.